This adorable little cutie is Hendrix. Hendrix is a very sweet kitten. He's a little bit nervous. He just came back in from his foster home, so he just needs a few moments to, reacquaint himself with the shelter. But Hendrix was a kitty that we saw a couple of weeks ago with probably one of the, more gruesome injuries that I have seen in a while. Obviously he's been outside in the cold. We can see from his drooping ears that he has some frostbite damage to his ears. So hard to say, he'll probably lose the tips of his ears, which we see very commonly here in Winnipeg. But that wasn't the big problem that he was facing. When he came in, he had a very infected mat of hair and skin on his back leg, and when the vet who was examining him started to peel that away, she was horrified to see that all of the skin on his right back leg was completely gone. It was what we say degloved. So his knee, his thigh, all of the muscles were exposed. The skin was pulled off all the way around. And there was unfortunately no way that we could save that leg because there was no skin left to cover it. The real challenge for him was that the wound also extended up his body, and it went very high on the top of the leg, which makes it very difficult, even if we amputate the leg, to have enough skin to close. So I did have to get quite creative and salvage some skin from further down on the inside of his leg and use that as a flap to then be able to close the skin. And then it was, fingers crossed, hoping that the skin will survive from this flap and that everything will heal. And I am very pleased to see that now 2 weeks later, except for just a little tiny spot right here that is scabbing, my triangular flap for my incision has survived. And this whole area has closed and it has healed. We can see that the wound extended all the way up his belly. So quite a dramatic surgery he had to have to save his life. And certainly, we wouldn't have been able to do that without the generous support of our donors who allow us to save lives like Hendrix. Poor little kiddo also had a big wound on the back of his other leg that also needed to be closed. So he's got quite a few stitches in there. So a big surgery, lots of pain medication, and then lots of tender love in a foster home has allowed this sweet little kitty to have a second chance at a happy life.